Hi everyone, my name's Bridget and I'm the Key Account Manager with Mokum Textiles here in Sydney. And this morning for our Instagram Live, I'm going to be covering Pantone's Colour of the Year, Classic Blue. So for those of you that aren't too familiar with the background of this highly anticipated annual announcement, Pantone was founded in the 50s as a printing company in New York, and since early 2000s have published a Colour of the Year, which is quite cool. So this is decided by Pantone's Colour Institute, and the team there put a lot of research into various macro, micro, global trends, and that's how they come up with the Colour of the Year, announced in December if you need to mark your calendar. Now if you caught up with the Mokum Studio Live earlier in the week, you'll know that we too pull colour trends from these same trend forecasting platforms, and we take these into consideration when we're building our own collections. So we want to make sure that we're pulling relevant versions of these trends into our ranges, be it colour, texture, tone, and that they need to fit in with the brand identity, the collection theme, but most importantly the Australasian culture and lifestyle. So these are the studio's Pantone swatch books. We use these as a global reference to speak the same colour language internationally, and that's really important, particularly when we're developing colour with international mills, because we want to make sure that we're referencing the exact same component and the same colour key. So Classic Blue is described by Pantone as instilling calm, confidence and connection, and I think that's really important, particularly at the moment. So interestingly enough, Dulux also released a Colour of the Year, and this year, a paint colour of the year, and this year their colour is Chinese porcelain, which is described as promising and secure. So you can see a bit of a theme going on around the colour, and you can just see the wide range of emotions and feelings that it evokes, which is interesting. So colour psychology is a fascinating subject, and it really is something I'd love to deep dive in, but I know that it deserves more than this little 15 minutes of fame, so we might try and tee something up on that later. It's particularly important in our industry because we take so much of that emotive feeling when we're colouring our personal spaces, be it interiors, homewares, apparel, so it's quite important for us. And to inspire you all to evoke a little calm, confidence and connection into your own homes or your clients' homes, I've pulled some of our products that we have interpreted the Classic Blue as. So I'll start with Mokum's Canvas and Yves Klein Blue, which is a really funky jacquard. Now this was inspired by abstract artwork in really beautiful, soft, minimalist spaces, so it packs a real punch. Then we come across to Leopardo and Hammam. These are both from the Majorelle collection, which is our most recent collaboration with Catherine Martin. A huge inspiration pull from this range is Yves Saint Laurent's pretty delightful Moroccan retreat. As you can see, wildly famous for its intense exterior blue, the colour blue, and also the amazing gardens and interiors. A beautiful chenille upholstery from James Dunlop, Contexture. This collection was inspired by John Parker's pottery. Now that, for anyone that doesn't know, is the New Zealand ceramicist, not the boxer. And we've replicated that glazed effect in pattern and texture. Anywhere where we talk about block colour, a block solid colour, it can be a really big commitment in any space, particularly with drapery as it's en masse. So to make sure they're nice and versatile, well, we work to distribute the colours where we need to. So we might incorporate different textures, specialised finishes or multi-dye techniques. And that's really apparent here with Urban. This is a brushed cotton linen blend. So not only softening the surface of the texture, that brushed effect also softens the overall colour as well. Going up to Mokum's beautiful new wool, Como. Again, you can see the texture of the distinctive basket weave breaking up and modernising the solidity of that colour. It just helps it become much more versatile. And down to Bespoke and Midnight, where the antique surface texture actually develops the colour when it's in motion. So there's a huge amount of movement in that cloth, not only in the pile but also in the colour, which is just phenomenal when it's used. And another wool, because we love wool everywhere, is Mackenzie by James Dunlop. And this has a fantastic range of blue. So starting really icy and that nice glacial colour coming right down into the inky tones. So going into drapery, we have Kyoto and Indigo. This is an example of a yarn dyed linen. So here you can see the indigo yarn and also the white yarn. So when they're put together, it just creates that really soft whisper of a colour. So that's a technique we use a lot, particularly incorporating softer colours just to really slightly bring that in. We have Perla here, which on the other end of the scale is a really saturated, dense sheer, but that really beautiful pattern and texture helps break that up again. We have Beautiful Couture by Mokum. It's a gorgeous textured plain with a dimensional hammered finish. Again, that texture's breaking up that colour. And above that we have a beautiful in situ shot of one of my favourites, Magnolia in China Blue. This is a digitally printed linen. Sample here, where you can see that, so it's been digitally printed onto a linen. And the watercolour design on this allows for a lot more colour interpretation. So you can really pull out whatever blue you feel is relevant to the scheme, which is gorgeous. And it's also been tumbled, so again, that's physically softening this cloth too. Now, I wouldn't be doing our range justice if I didn't mention our incredible range of high performance indoor-outdoor. And I'll start with Miami. That is an incredible solution dyed olefin construction. It's a really versatile and contemporary weave, and just all round champ really. We have Tropicalia, which is the phenomenal print to the left. That's digitally printed, again outdoor. It's got fantastic test results and just such a fun way to bring in a bit of colour and pop into outdoors and indoors. I also have South Beach and South Beach Stripe, our two new outdoor velvets. By no means are they limited to outdoor, so they're absolutely suitable for indoor and commercial use as well, but I like saying outdoor velvet because it sounds extremely fancy and we're very proud of their capabilities in this outdoor environment. While they might not make your cocktail, they're not far off. We also have a huge range of blues in our international brands, so from Designs of the Times, Hemptech and Bluebell Grey. So it'd be a great time to jump online after this and have a play on a jazzy new website and the new search function. So colour, composition, brand, usage, you name it, you can filter it. So have fun with that. I hope you can see from my rather shameless display of product, there's never any need to feel intimidated or restricted to by any colour. Colour of the year just brings out a really fun and interesting starting conversation point around colour and sort of helps you guide in a bit of a direction, perhaps something you've not explored before. So enjoy interpreting the colour of the year in your own way, and we encourage you to really delve into the full spectrum, tone, colour, texture, material, fabric. Really, it all is available. So thank you so much for joining me this morning for our Instagram Live. I hope you found it a little bit interesting, or at least a visually stimulating break from Excel. Thanks so much, have a wonderful day.